Hello, we got a couple last minute questions about lighting and ceiling heights that Anthony and I were troubleshooting for today. I guess we're now at Friday the 17th deadline. So I'm going to just go over a few quick things for everybody on the lighting setups. All right, so here's my level one ceiling plan. First thing I want to show you that's going to be important to take into account is, so here I've copied my 3D view, but I left on my ceiling so you can see them all. Um, all your exterior walls are 10 feet. So some of you, when you put your ceilings in, it may have read that and bounced your ceilings up to 10 feet. Your ceilings actually need to be at ceiling offset from level meaning the ground floor, your floor. It's 8 feet off of the finished floor. That's the standard height in a commercial building because what's happening is this extra 2 feet is where your mechanical systems, your heating, your air conditioning, all of those, basically this is where it goes in a commercial building. And then on top of this 10-foot will be the next slab of concrete for the next floor. So you need to kind of click through, you can control click, you can change them all together to that 8 feet. You'll notice over here, I gotta fix that wall, whatever's going on, but this, I was kind of playing with a soffit. This ceiling is up at 10 feet, and I'll show you what's happening though. So you can see that I just popped a little can light in there as a test. That can light's not showing up. What's showing up are these Armstrong hexagon things that they're stuck at the 10-foot level, like they're, where you'd screw in the wires, but the things themselves hang at 8 feet. So that's why you're seeing the shape at 8 feet. Some of you are bringing in components and we're doing it kind of the default way where you're going insert, load family. And then let's see, I'll show you from lighting. So if we were to pick a lighting one, some of them work, some of them don't. This recess can is not showing up anywhere. There's kind of a trick to this. There's another thing also happening that I will show you when we get there, but the main way you want to put in lighting while you're on ceiling plan level one, sorry, like I said, this is something we would have spent some more time together in class doing, but you want to go systems, and then you want to go lighting fixture. The nice thing is then it's giving you a curated list of only your lighting fixtures. And once you've come over here and loaded your families and stuff, you're going to see them here. So the nice thing is, like, I just brought in this pendant. So here I can show it without it. So let me show you without it. If I try to install that pendant now, so if I went over to architecture component, place component, there's that pendant. See how it's just like, nope, I don't understand what you're trying to do. But if I go over here to systems and lighting, there's that same pendant. Let's see, let's make sure. Oh, now it's not happy. Okay, this is a good example. So this bugger does not want to go in here. I'll show you actually the recess can does though. So now through this feature, the recess can does work, which is down, let's see, it's RES. Here they are. So in this case, recess can is like, yes, I'm happy with this situation. So we'll put 4 of them around there and we'll say somewhere there's a conference table and I want that pendant. So the next workaround you might have to do is I'm going into now my floor plan. I'm going to look into, let me just double check it was this room, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do view, 3D view, camera, and we're going to go like this and take a peek at what's going on in that room. Oh, I had another one from earlier, so let's get rid of that one. So if I want to put in a pendant light over this table, one of the ways I can do it now is now if I go over to architecture and component, oops, sorry, there's component. There it is there. And now see it's coming in. So I can stick it to a wall, floor. Some of you may come in and find some of your lights have already stuck in here, even though it looked like it didn't do anything. In my case, I can get it over to that table now. And if I go back to level one, there it is there. And actually I was kind of in the wrong room. So now we can just copy and paste this guy. So we're going to say copy and we're going to bring it over to here and we can take a look at that room and see what that guy's doing. So it's here and we're going to go view and camera and we should be able to see our cans up in there too. You can add lighting. You can edit your lighting this way too. So in this case, like, especially when I'm trying to center over furniture and stuff, like this is a kind of small light. I might want to have 2 of them. So I can copy it and then I can move it over here. Now it's kind of gone off wonk over there. But one of the things we can do is I'm trying to use my arrows but now I'm just using my mouse and that's actually pretty good. That's getting all right. There's those can lights there. So now you can see that they're working the way they should. If I go back to level 1, there's those 2 light fixtures. So now I can use my up and down arrows, trying to line them up. Well, you kind of have to go back and forth through your views, because eventually, like if I was going to render that room, let's see if this is the one that we got here. Keep losing track of which one I had. All right, let's go back here. Let's do this one. And then we're going to go here. All right, there it is there. So it may make sense for you to kind of play around in this view here, if this is what I was going to render, because again, you're trying to make this look like, you want it to look as close in real life. And when you go to render this, let's see if we can get this to work too. This will be kind of more your practice for next week. When you go to render, so I hit the little teapot, and then I want to make sure I have interior, sun, and artificial, meaning I want sunshine to come through those windows and I want those lights to turn on. So let's see if those lights are turning on, because that's the next step, to see if these buggers turn on. The ones that you get from Autodesk's library, you can trust that they'll generally turn on. These guys that we download from all over the place, it's hit or miss, and sometimes literally you have to click on the family and there's just a button there that says turn on lights, and we'll click that button. So let's see what it's going to do with this guy if we get a decent rendering out of it. All right, so it's rendering, let's say it's missing a lot of material furniture because I haven't gone through and done all that yet. Looking pretty good so far. Yeah, so all right, so these are not super fancy looking. Let's see. So we've got some light coming from this. This doesn't look like these guys are turned on yet. So one of the things you have to do is, let's go back to this view here. I think it was this one. All right, here's one of them. There it is there, this guy. All right, and there's the render one. You might just have to start scrolling around and hunting and seeing if it's turned on. So let's see if it's turned on there. Oh, there's switch. Look at that. Wait, no, we don't want to switch. We want to turn that bugger on. Sometimes you have to plug around in through here. I'm not going to waste your time with it, but we're going to, like I said, as we do our lighting, our final renderings, you're going to have to play with this. Sometimes, honestly, in the past, what we've all done is, let me go back to here. Oops, it's this one. Sorry, I keep looking at the ceiling. Is we added in Photoshop, because there have been every semester, Lynn and I, and who's ever teaching you in Working 3, will troubleshoot forever. And at a certain point, you can just add that glow in Photoshop. So that's some of the time management decisions you're going to need to make. All right, so I'm going to upload this, share it with Anthony, so you all have it, and good luck on getting things done this week. And like I said, I expect we're going to be doing a lot of troubleshooting on our renderings for the next 2 weeks. So throw me an email and we can always get on live and do it that way too. All right, thank you.